underground peasant climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Labels.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams, next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Brennan Garden alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in a few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And a short pickup to about the 25. Of note in this one, this is the first season as a head coach for Kevin O'Connell. And he's another from that Sean McVay coaching tree that just seems to be getting bigger and bigger. It's already produced Zach Taylor, Matt LaFleur, Brandon Staley. And O'Connell himself, he was the Rams' offensive coordinator for the last 2 years and now getting his first stab at being a head man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake. Cousins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He'll take this to the 46. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, Parker, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Zadarius Smith gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
1st down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Trying the power game with Ham. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. On play action, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense in the sense they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To the air again, Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's an offensive line you and I can play behind. How about the amount of time they gave their guy to scan the field and find someone open? Had all night, and in a game like this, probably should just put a spotlight on them instead of the quarterback.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Stafford now to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. This from 25 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Cousins. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing is Cousins. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figured from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Stafford connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
Football 1-on-1 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Vikings in that first half. And they might be thankful that this game is tied because their rushing game has not shown up yet. They're in single digits total as a team through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
And the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go, man.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. A quick throw knocked away. And incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing is Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Stafford on 1st down. Open man right side is cut, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Second down and goal. Stafford. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
To the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Viking.
To throw, Cousins. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field and downfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he will have a Vikings first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll throw again. Cousins. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, How about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now Stafford and the Rams down 10-6, a little over 80 ticks to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Stafford now to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Cousins toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.